This segment is brought to you by Cardiovascular Institute of the South, providing our patients the highest quality cardiovascular care available.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. 4th of July week. So a lot of people celebrate in a lot of different ways. Some people go to the island, some people pop firecrackers, some people just sit around and maybe drink a little bit, but you better be prepared or better not get on the highways if that is the case. Here to talk about what's happening in Lafourche Parish is Captain Brendan Mathern of the Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office. And actually, I guess fireworks started almost a week ago on June 25th. We'll talk about that a little later, but more concerned about driving sober or getting pulled over right now, huh?
Yeah, Harry, like you said, ultimately we understand that this is a holiday that, a lot of people do plan to get together and celebrate. And sometimes you have some alcoholic beverages involved. And all we want to do as the Sheriff's Office is remind you to just make sure you have a plan to get home safely if you are going to partake and drink alcoholic beverages on or around the 4th of July. To help do that, we're participating in the National Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. That is a public awareness campaign that runs July 2nd through the 6th, centered obviously around this 4th of July holiday. It's coordinated and funded, as always, by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and Louisiana Highway Safety Commission. Through this effort, we're going to be putting additional deputies on the roadway, looking for impaired drivers, and trying to get them off our roadways to keep them safe for you and for your family. In addition to that, on the evening of July 3rd, which will be this Thursday, we will be conducting a DWI checkpoint during the evening hours, which will go into the early morning hours of Friday, July 4th. And again, as we've mentioned many times, Harry, even if you can somehow avoid the checkpoint, we're going to have additional deputies on the road looking for impaired drivers, looking for anyone showing signs of impaired driving. So the only way to completely avoid it is by not drinking and driving, and that's the purpose of all of this.
Yeah, because you guys let them, you let the public know that we're going to have a checkpoint. We're going to be somewhere. You don't always be specific about where it's going to be, but and look, I mean, with our highways particularly, a lot of times it's just two lanes going head to head there. We just can't have drivers that are maybe impaired, even with boats, even with those kind of things. So, look, they're just doing this to save lives. It's not a money maker, right? You're not just trying to look for people to bring in. So it's not like one of those things. So it's really for our enhancement and to make sure we're safe.
Yeah, definitely not. And, it's funny that you bring that up because contrary to popular belief, when we have to pay all the entities off on traffic tickets, we pay ourselves last. So, and a lot of times if there's some type of deal worked out or whatever it may be, we may not see any of it. So no, our enforcement priorities at the Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office are to keep people safe. And look, DWI is one of those non-negotiable things. Like you just simply, there's no tolerance for it. We're a no refusal parish. So even if you decline to do a field sobriety test or decline to do a breathalyzer, we're going to apply for a warrant and get a blood draw so that we can test it. And by the time all of those things happen, we've probably already made the decision to make the arrest anyway. So look, we understand that we're strict in Lafourche Parish on drinking and driving, and there's a very good reason for it. So we just want to communicate that message to everyone. Again, it's not that we don't want you to partake in any of the festivities that you want to partake in. We just want you to get home safely.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And like I said, I mean, look, unfortunately, the way our roads are built, we're all alongside of some waterway. It's a lot more dangerous to drive around here, particularly when you're impaired. So that'll be a good thing. And again, so it'll be the evening hours of July 3rd, right?
Yeah, the checkpoint itself. And Harry, you make another good point. Not only when you're in a motor vehicle, do we have mostly two-lane roads or highways here where, one small deviation from what you're supposed to be doing can, cost both you and an innocent bystander, severely and could result in death. But you make a good point. A lot of people will be taken to the water. A lot of people will be on ATVs or utility vehicles or whatever it may be. those same rules apply to all of those, vehicles. So whether you're on the water or whether you're in an ATV, obviously the safest thing to do would be not drinking and driving, but understand that it's against the law as well.
Yeah, golf carts, as we all like to do nowadays, for sure. So, hey, let's talk about the fireworks. So it already started. I was actually a little surprised that it started on June 25th. We got a noon start on the 25th to 9 p.m., but the next day you can go all the way to 9 a.m., which is pretty good there. So tell me about your fireworks schedule.
Yeah, and I like that you have the schedule up here. We usually take a lot of heat for posting this schedule, but just understand this is not the sheriff's office schedule. This is set by a long-time parish ordinance in Lafourche Parish. We're simply communicating to you the times that we have to be aware of for enforcing the fireworks. So yeah, the schedule is kind of a little crazy here, as you can see on different days, but it's the schedule set for not only discharging fireworks, but for purchasing, buying, selling. So it kind of covers all of those aspects of it. And yes, as you can see here, it does go all the way through July 5th. And so you will be able to, buy, sell, discharge fireworks in Lafourche Parish all the way through July 5th. And again, just like with, any festivities that we're talking about, an Independence Day holiday, we just want you to do so safely. So don't mix alcohol and fireworks. Don't try to relight a firework if it doesn't, perform the way it's supposed to perform. And just make sure that if you have kids around fireworks, that they're at a safe distance and you're not putting them in any danger.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Captain Brennan Mathern, have a great 4th of July, man. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, Harry.
All right, we'll be right back with more Bayou Time right after this.
This segment was brought to you by Cardiovascular Institute of the South, providing our patients the highest quality cardiovascular care available.